Good morning and good day to all audience and viewer from Masa University Facebook page and YouTube channel. Welcome to the webinar conducted by Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology of Masa University. My name is Siti Shahira, a lecturer of Masa University, and I will be serving as your moderator today. Today, we'll be hearing a presentation from Dr. Rusdi bin Matsong. Dr. Rusdi bin Matsong, who is a lecturer of Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology of Masa University. Dr. Rusdi bin Matsong was graduated with Doctor of Philosophy and Master in Engineering from UTMKL, Bachelor in Manufacturing Engineering from IIUM, and he has published some paper, and one of his paper publication is a semi-active controllable stiffness engine mount utilizing natural rubber-based magnetorheological elastomers. He has patented the research on magnetorheological elastomer engine mount with external excitation coil. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Dr. Rusdi bin Matsong, who will be speaking to us with the topic Research Book Publication. All right, Dr. Rusdi, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Nur Shahira, for the introduction. Um, so I hope you can hear clearly, Doctor.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, and then also the slide.
Yes, yes, the slide
Okay,
is
so the slide
functioning.
is function.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
thank you for the feedback. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. So, as introduced, my name is Rusdi Matsong. I'm from Mechanical Department, Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology, Masa University. So, for this morning, I would like to share topic for this webinar. I would like to share a topic regarding research book publication. And then the reason I'm choosing this topic because I just delved into this book publication and just recently attend book writing and publication workshops. So I would like to share the knowledge and experience regarding this book writing, especially research book, and so that's it'll be beneficial for me and also for others who are here today with us. So for the starting, so the question arises when we go further is that why do we need to write? Why writing? So some of the reason that previously shared from others. First one is like boss asked to write. Uh, Normally from academic institution, the dean required us to write. Okay, so boss asked to write, so you write. And then same goes with orders from top management. So orders from top management due to recent key performance index. So all the staff need to write. So some others write books and have a passion in writing due to awareness of knowledge transfer. This is normally for those who has involved in academic institution, like for example, professor, senior professor, who has like 20 to 30 years experience in academic. So he or she has a lot of knowledge, so that he would like to share or to give knowledge. So they write book. And also others is some others say they just enjoy writing, hobby, therapy. During my free time, I write. So that's also the cause of writing. And then others, source of income, yes, agreed. Once you have published certain book, and of course, those books going to be sold. If you've seen a famous bookstore like MPH and others, you can see a lot of book, academic book, okay, and also like novel and also. So this is also source of income, and also others writing book uh, due to promotion, okay. So for example, from a lecturer to senior lecturer, or also from a senior lecturer to associate professor, and so on and so forth. Okay, in becoming a writer, you must have knowledge. Okay, or also you have a very vast experience in your own field. You have a technical experience. You have whatever experience that you have, and then you feel that you would like to write book. Okay, so you take time writing, and then from your experience, you transfer the experience to others, and also knowledge and also experience. So if you have vast experience as a lecturer, like just now as a professor, so you have a lot of knowledge with you. You know a lot of things. So you write textbook. Uh, you write textbook like, for example, in my field, manufacturing technology, or currently in term of latest technology, you write regarding smart manufacturing, or also like AI, artificial intelligence, current thing. So you have your book regarding artificial intelligence, and also smart manufacturing, and so on and so forth. So also can be a source of income. Then you need to have a strong mindset. You need to keep focus in writing, and then training as well. You need to go training. As for me, like I said, just shared just now, I have recently been to a book writing workshop. So that is my training. So today, inshallah, I try to share a little bit of this training. And then confidence. Writing, you need confidence. So that's everything's put in a manageable sequence, starting from introduction until the end of the writing, especially book writing. And then time, you have to spend, you need to allocate your time in writing. Some people write in a day, some people write at night, due to their preferences. And then discipline, you need to have good discipline in writing. You cannot skip time. Like for example, one week you do nothing, and then after that week goes by to months, and then from months go to several months. You still did not write anything, so cannot. You need to have a good discipline in writing. And lastly is patient. You need to be patient, because as I go further, there are several type of book, and do believe me that some of the book take time. As my tutor previously shared, there is a type of book that took him 4 years to be published. So yes, of course, 4 years you need to have a very you need to have patience in publishing this kind of book. Normally textbook. Okay. So to proceed with, I would like to share, these are the type of books. You have textbook, and then you have research book, buku penyelidikan, and then you have book chapters. You write chapters, and then monograph. Monograph is some sort of thesis. Okay, final year or PhD thesis. Okay, monograph. Okay, so textbook, research book, and then what are the differences between this all of the book. So here in this slide, will we proceed further? Previously explained, you have a textbook, you have research book, then you have book chapters, and also monograph, and also some sort of thesis or research report. So the difference is that the complexity of the book, the detail of the book. Okay, for example, I take myself lah. For example, previously I went to library to find a book for revision for these academic purposes. I found several book which is too detailed, explaining about all of those formulation, and then the book, this kind of book, did not have a general explanation of terms used inside. So this is kind of book like thesis and then book chapters. And then this kind of book, the readers are limited. Those only with their knowledge in this background, okay, would like to have this kind of book. But as I mentioned just now, readers are limited. It is not for general, okay. For generals, you can have like here, if you can see the conical kind of thing, okay. For general book, you will have very large readers. You have, because it is easy to be understand, and then it shrink into textbook. Textbook only for those who like to have that kind of textbook only. Okay, so and then move on to book chapters again, and it shrink to limited readers, and then that goes to the thesis or research book. Okay, so thesis here pointing very very small readers background, because those who understand in that field can go through this kind of book because they understand what is written inside. Okay, so for example, for those taking PhD, okay, if you're given others thesis, especially not in your background, for example, electrical, electronic, you will have problem to understand all of those terms. Okay, so that's you who already in a PhD background, you still have problem to understand others' thesis. So just imagine others not in PhD, like general people. For of course, they are not going to understand. Okay, so just now there are a lot of books. So in this session, I would like to focus in how to convert thesis book, which is have very limited readers, to research book, whereby you can have some sort of readers, numbers of readers that can as well know what is written regarding the title selected. Okay, so the definition of research book is, before I go further, so the definition of research book is that it is a scientific book that is systematically written based on facts and the result of research, and analyzed critically through rational argument. Okay, so even it is a scientific book that is systematically written. So instead of thesis, which have a very specific term, which is not understood by others. So in scientific book, you have to convert this term so that it is easily understand by all of other readers background. Okay, so it also have your result of the research, but it is being discussed in a very simple word so that it is being understand by others as well. So, what are the general characteristic of research book? Okay, the first one is that the content is based on solid and robust research result with new finding. Okay, the content is based on result that have been, what is the result? The finding, the result. So the content is based on that. And then second is uses scientific methods, has sufficient data with complete analysis, clear and convincing argument, and is well documented. Next is written by expert or researchers from a university or research center. So uh, this kind of book, like for example, from thesis or from monograph, it is from researchers. So from researchers, okay, from the thesis, convert to a research book whereby the researchers try to write in a very simple word so that the research is being understood by all readers' background. Okay, it contains demonstrate the integrity, authority, and mastery of the author over the subject written. Okay. Next is undergo the evaluation process by field expert to determine its quality and originality, and then good and effective level of language by using the right terminology. Good and effective level of language, as being explained before. This research book must have language whereby it is easy to be understood by all readers of various background. Okay, not only, for example, if the writers, for example, me from engineering background, so the languages need to be as simple as possible so that readers from, like for example, economic background or information technology background can understand what is being written, or what is the book is all about. Okay, and then differences between thesis and research book. Why do I use in this session? I use a lot of conversion between thesis to research book. Is that as the as being explained previously, uh, uh, we all, for example, academic institution, in all level, for example, student, okay, degree student have their own FYP, research final year project. So this also can be converted into research book. And then the lecturer with master or PhD, they have their final dissertation, which is their thesis. This also can be converted into research book. So that's why it's focusing on thesis, because this one is easiest method of converting this kind of thesis into a book publication, which is here is a research book. So the difference between thesis and research books are the purpose. And of course, thesis, the purpose is to pass viva and also examination, whereby you have your external examiner, okay, external examiner from a previous institution, normally professor, okay. So this kind of thesis, of course, those professor understand lah. Thesis written by the candidate. But for research book, the purpose is to share knowledge to a large number of readers. Okay, and then target reader. As the previous figure show, the target reader for thesis very limited, 3 to 4%. You yourself as the writer, your supervisor, okay, might be your co-supervisor, and then might be your evaluator, external examiner, professor, and also maybe another one as well. So 3, 4, or 5%, the target reader are limited. But then for research book, the target reader a large number of readers ranging from field expert to knowledge seeker. If you're writing about elastoma, so in thesis, you're writing detail about elastoma, all of those short form for elastoma, eh, which is not understand by others. But then in research book, you need to convert all of a detailed term. You must use a very general languages so that it can be understood by all field, ranging from field expert to knowledge seeker. And then the language, very technical with scientific words. In thesis. Next, research book, more concise and clear, simple and reader friendly. Sentence by sentence read, you can understand everything written from sentences to paragraph. Author's expertise, thesis, naive and amateur, because uh, you finding things that yet to be explored. But in research book, you are the expert in the related field, so you can write uh, in a very simple explanation. So these are the differences between thesis and research book. And then why do you need to write a research book? Okay, so just now, why do you need to write? Now, why do you need to write a research book? Thesis in its original form has too limited readership. So why not wasting your time lah? Okay, just now the purpose of thesis is to pass by bar. Now is that expand the knowledge. Yes, that's the word. Expand the knowledge from this target reader of only 3 to 4%, then convert it to a very simple method so that large number of readers can uh, can benefit from your field of expertise. So thesis in its original form has too limited readership. So expand it so that the knowledge can be transferred into a very vast or very large number of readers or knowledge seekers. Share your knowledge and new findings with the community. Yes, this is the thing. Share your knowledge and new findings with others. Okay. Demonstrate author's expertise and authority in related field. The book is yours. So, write what is based on your knowledge and also your experience. Next is contribution to MyRA scores. What is MyRA? Malaysian Research Assessment. This is for research performance. Every academic institution, every university, either public or private, can contribute into MyRA scores. And of course, research book has their own weightage instead of the academic journal, which have their own weightage. Research book also have their own weightage and can be contributed into this MyRA. Research book publication incentive, yes, source of income as well. For those who like to read, for those who are active in doing research, once you have your academic journal, you can compile and then transfer it to a research book. And of course, research book, you have to use a very general language or simple language so that it can be understood by others as well. Opportunity to be indexed in the Web of Science, yes. Not only academic journal, book, research book can also be indexed in the Web of Science. Okay, and also this also we contributed towards your, I think, index ranking. So anatomy of research book consists of three: front matter, body, and back matter. Front matter, of course lah, the title. You can see at the book, you have the title. The title play how you manage to put the title is an important thing so that the book will be compelling enough for others to go and take your book and read. So in front matter, you have title, copyright, content, list of figures, list of table, preface, acknowledgement, and abbreviations. And then next, go inside a body of the book. You have chapters, okay, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then chapters title, introduction, and so on and so forth, text, and also summary. Every chapters, every ending of chapters, you need to have summary to conclude what has been explained inside the chapters. Okay, and then last is the back matter, the appendices, the attachment, notes, glossary, references, okay, source of references, and also index. Index is very important. Okay, some of you might find there are books with index, and some of you might find books without index. Okay, so based on what I have been informed in the previous workshop that I've been attend, index is very important because it is the main requirement for your book to be acknowledged as the best book throughout the entire world. Okay, so the publisher might select your book as the best book, and then to be compete with others, but then you need to have index because this is the main criteria to be judges. Okay, for the book to be the best book. Okay, so index is very important. Okay, research book workflow, you have book draft submission. Okay, you need to take time of drafting book. You need to draft your book. So that's why it's been shared previously in the initial slide. You need to have your own time of writing, and then you must be disciplined in writing, and then you need to be patient in writing. And then once you have finished drafting, you send to be reviewed internally. Normally, you can have a reviewer. Publisher have their own reviewer. Okay, once this reviewer have done the revision, is sent to expert review for further feedback. Okay, regarding the whole writing. And then once you have make correction based on this expert review, then you make correction and typeset. Typeset is the final stage whereby correction has been made, and then everything is seems to be okay. Then you have the typeset. The typeset is the set according to the print, something like that lah, to be printed as the book, pages of the book. That is the typeset. And then you apply for ISBN. Normally, this is a joint venture. This is uh, with the publisher, the ISBN, the International Standard Book Number, the 13-digit number. It is some sort of birth certificate lah for the book. So it has all the information like publisher, title, language, edition, version, and so on and so forth. Everything information about the book. And then once you have everything set, then the book will be printed and published. Uh, then you can have your book printed and then published, and then it will be sell for others. Okay, so this is, I would like to share, this is my thesis. So if you can see, the title is very long. Okay, adjustable stiffness of engine mount utilizing natural rubber-based magnetorheological elastomer. So what is magnetorheological elastomer? So if you're not within this engineering background, so you have a problem to understand what is this magnetorheological. So it need to be changed to a very common languages, which is then you change just automotive engine mount with smart rubber. So actually, magnetorheological elastomer (MRE), it is a smart rubber which react to magnetic. So this is how you convert the thesis into research book, so that instead of you have a very limited readers, you can transfer whatever you have found during your research, you can convert it so that all level of knowledge seeker can understand what is regarding this automotive engine mount with smart rubber. So compelling title will make people would like to know more. What is this actually smart rubber? So uh, please wait until my book coming out so then you can buy and then read and know what is actually this smart rubber. And then this is a content inside the thesis, very long, very 3 pages. And then if you can see this NRMRE compound testing or whatsoever, you have difficulty to understand this if it's not in a related background, so it must be converted into a very simple. So this is the content whereby everything is changed into a very simple title. For example, automotive engine mount, chapter 2, engine mount development. So this is very simple wording. And then you have conventional mount, the traditional mount, what has been used traditionally, and then active type mount, what is being used currently, and then how does this smart material, what is this smart material, and how does it being used inside this automotive engine mount. So this is the way, this is some of part of how to convert the thesis from research book. Okay, and then this is some of the book, research book published by UTM, because I myself from UTM. So as I mentioned before, I just recently attend a workshop by UTM Press. So I'm share today. This is some sort of the book. So you can see the title. The title must be compelling. There's way of selecting good title, and then I'm not due to restricted time for this webinar. I can only share some of the the method or the way of converting thesis to research book. So inshallah, if you're interested, can meet me and maybe we can discuss further. So this is the sums of the book, and then also also some of the book from UTM Press. If you can see the cover of the book, okay, believe me or not, you can choose your own cover of the book with discussion with the whosoever going to publish your book. You can discuss with them and you can have your own cover of your book. Okay, very interesting. Okay, okay, some more. I think that's all from me because the time is already 30 minutes. Isn't it, Dr. Shaira? My time is up, right? 30
Yes.
minutes already. Okay, so I think that I end my presentation. So hopefully this sharing today will be beneficial for others to start your writing. Anything lah, write book or write your journal, your article, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rusdi, for your sharing. So now we have come to questions and answer sessions. Okay. Okay, so we have a few questions from the audience. First question is how much the fees charged for book publication? Do we
Sorry?
have free? How much the fees charged for book publication?
Okay.
Fees.
Okay. Fees for book publication, it depend on the press or who are you going to publish the book with. Okay, for example, from UTM Press. For me, I'm alumni of UTM. So if you cooperate or what do you call collaborate with this UTM Press, so you've been charged with only RM 500, something like that. But then outside, I think the fees is much more higher. But then it depends on the each the of the publisher lah. It depends on the publisher. Okay.
Oh, okay. So do we have free publication or do we
Yes.
have? Yes, so there is
Yes. That's free
free
publication.
publication. Oh, okay. So thank you. Okay. So the second question is, other than thesis, can we do a short or simple research for book publication?
Okay. Thank you for this question. A good question. I forgot to mention book as being identified by UNESCO. Book must have 100 pages at least. So if you have, doesn't matter if you have simple research or doesn't matter if you have a complicated research, as long as you can have you can manage the chapters from introduction to content of the book. Second chapter normally regarding the literature review, information about what the research is about, the second chapter. And then third chapter is about the result. What are the result that you have? Why the result is like this and like this? Okay, and then third is summary, conclusion, what is being taken care for further or for future researchers, and five is the conclusion. As long as your research you can manage all of these chapter: introduction, chapter 2 literature, chapter 3 result, chapter 4 future recommendation, and 5 conclusion, and it meet the number of pages set by UNESCO, the standard pages of 100 pages, with the with all of the criteria to be or some sort of knowledge sharing. So doesn't matter whether it's simple research or not. So you can have, you can publish your own book. Okay.
Okay, I think this is the last question, which is
Okay.
how long does it takes normally for book publication process?
Okay. Thank you. How long it may take normally for book publication? Just I have shared with you just now. Okay, there are several type of book. You have textbook, you have research book, you have book chapters, and then you have monograph and so on. Okay, you can have if you are a good writer, in 6 months you can publish one book. But then it depends again to the publisher. If the queue for the publisher is not so much, then you can publish in a very short time. But then one book, usually textbook, has been shared from my mentor during the workshop session. He said his book take 4 years to be published, and then this is the Karya Asli. Karya Asli is some sort of textbook, so you can have like 4 to 5 years, and then you can also have 6 months, depending on the type of book, and also depend as well to the publisher. Is the publisher have free time or not much of a job queue, then you can they can print your book and then publish as far as possible, as fast as possible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the clear explanations. So we have come Sorry. So we have come to the end part of the presentation. Thank you, Dr. Rusdi, for addressing this interesting topic and for sharing sessions.
Thank
Hopefully,
you.
the Hopefully, the presentation was beneficial for everyone. On behalf of Masa University, we would like to thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your time and cooperation. So see you in next webinar session and goodbye everyone.